Should I sit up like this or should I sit back like this?
I mean, the more relaxed you are,
Okay.
the better it's gonna
The
be.
better? Okay.
Yeah.
I'll be more relaxed. My name is Mrs. Hernandez, and I am one of the Spanish teachers here at Callaway. I'm originally from Los Angeles, California, but I did a lot of my growing up in Indiana near South Bend, you know, where Notre Dame is.
Yeah.
And but we came and moved to LaGrange, Georgia when I was in the 10th grade. And I finished high school at Troop High. And then I went on to Auburn University for a couple of years and got married, had a whole life, and worked in administrative positions in different areas. And then in 2011, we came back because our family moved back to California. We came back to LaGrange in 2011, and then I decided to finish my education and become a school teacher.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
I'm from California as well. I'm
Really?
from Oceanside.
Oceanside, that's
Yeah.
awesome. We lived just right down the road from Oceanside when my son was just 2 years old and my daughter was born over there. So yeah.
Yeah. Could you tell me what inspired you to be a teacher?
I never thought I wanted to. When I was, I was one of those people that was like never gonna be a teacher. But over the years, I found myself teaching people to do things individually, like teaching people to speak Spanish that only spoke English, teaching people that spoke only Spanish to speak English. I tutored in math, and I've always enjoyed helping people learn how to play sports because I love sports. And so I guess that teacher is in me, and after a time I realized why not keep on doing it and actually get paid for it. So yeah.
I've always like thought that being a teacher is like more of a feeling more than like you just going to school for it, you know?
I think you're right because I think you really need to love people and you need to care about them learning something from you, being able to impart knowledge, because if not, it is a very difficult job and it takes a lot of effort and time. So if you don't love it, I wouldn't recommend you going into it.
Oh, also, why did you go into the Spanish scene?
Spanish, okay. So my dad, his family was from Mexico, and he was a musician, his trumpet player, and a minister. And he used to take music groups down to Mexico every summer. Well, he took people all year long, but during the summer was the time when we got to go with him. So we would generally speak English during the year, but during the summers we'd be in Mexico. So so I always understood Spanish, but I didn't always speak it that well. But I've always enjoyed it, and I love communicating with people. So when I was about 24 years old, I decided I really need to get fluent at it, and so since I was 24, just from traveling, from spending a lot of time in Mexico, also from translating for a lot of people, I've gotten a lot more fluent at Spanish. So Spanish is something that I love, and so I love to teach other people.
Yeah, I can feel that because I teach people how to speak Japanese.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
Japanese
excellent.
is really hard.
Yes.
It's really hard to understand.
Yes.
How do you like it so far?
I like it. This is my third year at Callaway High School, and everybody says if you can get through your first year, you'll be doing good. And that's about true. Every year has gotten more enjoyable for me. It's never not been enjoyable, but it's gotten more enjoyable, I guess, because also I know more of the students and they know me. And so and then the people I work with, my colleagues, are amazing people, the administrators and the teachers and the staff, and so I really do enjoy working at Callaway.
I've always heard the more you do it, the more you love it. So, how do you enjoy teaching high school students?
Yeah. We have our days, but I would say on the whole, I really love it. I love high school age. I think that they have so much life, and that's exciting for me. They're excited usually. You got a little bit of everything, but emotions, because of high school age, can be up and down. So there are some good days and bad days, but I love how there's excitement with high school students because they have their whole future ahead of them, and so I really enjoy that.
We are literally the future.
Yes.
What are some obstacles or some things that you had to get over as becoming a teacher?
That's a good question, and I can say that I did face them, and it was difficult because, like I said, I didn't always think I wanted to be a teacher, so I had a whole a life going on. I was married, I had children, so my children know, and I've told them so many times, and I've told my students so many times, get it done before you get married, because once you have a family, it is very difficult. You have to work a full-time job. You've got to make sure you provide for your family. You got to be there for them. Plus, you're taking courses. Plus, it's difficult, but it's not impossible. My 2 degrees on the wall over there say it's not impossible, but it's difficult. So I would say that was a challenge, time management, because it's amazing how you can, if you put your mind to it, you really can do it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. What is your favorite Spanish-speaking country?
I would have to say Mexico, just because I did so much growing up there. As a child, like I said, every summer we were down there in different parts, all over Mexico, and we continue to travel there. We continue to travel to Mexico every year, and people in Mexico are amazed that my family and I know more of Mexico than many Mexicans do. We've been to every state in Mexico, so many cities, and I love it because it's so diverse. It's so, there's just a little bit of everything. I think a lot of times people think of Mexico in a certain way. They may have a preconceived notion or whatever, or just think Taco Bell or something, which isn't even Mexican. but you may think of certain things, a sombrero or a cactus. But there is so much more to Mexico than that, and ultimately, it's the people. The people are just incredible. Like here in the United States, you couldn't say in the United States everybody's the same. It's not that way in Mexico either.
Do you feel everyone should learn a second or third language if they already know to?
Yes, I do. I do believe everybody should learn at least a second language and maybe more, because it's all about communication. It's all about breaking down walls. And I think a lot of the walls that divide us are cultural and definitely language. I mean, there's a language barrier, there's no doubt. And when my dad used to say, a person who knows 2 languages is worth 2 people. So when we can help each other, when we can communicate with one another, I think it does a great, it does an awesome thing. It starts making people relate to one another when they couldn't before.
Right. Getting to your, not into it, but sliding to your personal life. What is your hobbies? Actually?
Hobbies. Well, I would say music is the major one.
Same.
Yes, love music. I'm a singer. My family are singers and musicians, all of us, and we love to sing. We love to worship. Like my husband and I are worship leaders at a Spanish-speaking church, and our children too are involved in that. Also sports. I love sports, and that either watching them or playing them. Those are my hobbies. And of course, like I said, eating. Yeah, I love to eat.
You said you love music. So what is your favorite artist or singer?
Well, there's so many, but I'll just name a couple, and they date me. But anyway, Chicago is my favorite band.
You also said you like sports. Yes. So what's your favorite sport?
Favorite sport? It's got to be tennis. And my favorite tennis player is Rafael Nadal from Spain. But sports, I mean, I love football. I really, really enjoy football, watching it. I always said if I was a guy, I'd be out there and I'd be beating somebody up. But I love football, I love basketball. I played many sports in high school, so I enjoy it.
Also, you watch football, so what's your favorite football team?
Well, go Dogs.
Yeah!
Yay, all the way. And in professional, I've always been a 49ers fan.
What is your biggest inspiration that you have currently?
Currently, my biggest inspiration, I would say, is my faith in God. That is what motivates me to do my best in everything I do. I always am trying to do my best to make Him happy and to be a blessing to other people. I guess that's my biggest inspiration.
Nice. Well, what makes you push hard every day? What's your drive?
It kind of goes along with what I said, but I guess when I see that the light bulb has come on for a student and they just like kind of light up because they're like, oh, I get that. I understand that. That really, really makes me happy and helps me to keep on going, because there are those days that I'm sure the students, just like we do sometimes, might get a little discouraged. So when we see that something is coming through and we're getting it, that really makes me happy and helps me go forward.
What is your plan after you retire?
Well, I really, really hope that I can travel, that I can sing and eat and play sports. I just also would love to enjoy my kids as they're grown-ups now, and hopefully by that time they might have a kid or two, and I might be a grandparent, so I think that might be fun also.
But that is all the questions we have today. Thank you for sitting here with me and answering these questions. So, thank you.
Thank you.
And of course, be courteous,
be capable,
be cooperative, and always
be Callaway.